Need to go and some water too.
It's funny, it's just.
Yep.
Yeah. Oh, no. Neither. Oh. Put my pen, put your pen away. My pen. Oh.
No. Actually, it's a special one.
Right, we commence.
Yeah, thank you.
Other board members, staff members.
Hey.
It's been held in the community board is held in the supper room, Wahanga Centre at Texas Street, Thursday, the 13th of February, starting at 7 p.m. The meeting will also be live. Now, for health and safety reasons, if anything occurs where we have to evacuate the building, we come in towards the back, we get outside and stay there until we get back in. The other thing is, if you have mobile phones, could you please turn them on or put them on silent?
Yeah.
Instruction will stop the meeting. And if we have any unruly behaviour, which I'm not expecting any, we will adjourn the meeting until such things as are. So, having said that,
I'd like to open with the karakia. Yes, please. Kia hora te marino, kia whakapapa whaunāmu te moana. Hei huarahi mā tātou i te rangi nei. Aroha atu, aroha mai, tātou ia tātou katoa. Hui e tai ki e.
Thank you. So, apologies. Take maiden as an apology. I think you're the only one. Can I have somebody who accept apology?
Yep.
No?
Yep.
Second?
Yep.
Two Maynards are involved.
And we.
Sorry? Would you agree?
Yes.
Okay. So now acknowledgements and tributes. What I'd like to suggest today, we've had a nasty incident in Martinborough today, and sorry, before I do that, any conflicts of interest? None.
Okay.
We've had a nasty incident today in Martinborough. I'd like to say, if anybody would like to make a comment about the tribute to those people and the families, that's where we'll leave it to limits. We'll leave it to hear back from the police, because I'm sure they'll be putting together a report. So if anybody would like to say something by way of a tribute, please do say now.
I think we need to acknowledge the the families of those that were injured and that have passed.
Yes. So we'll make an official note that we send our sympathies to the families. Anything else? No.
So, oh, sorry.
I give another tribute. So
yeah.
I'm sure I shouldn't have done.
Yeah, sorry. I would like to acknowledge Kay Mills, who's passing. So Kay's been an integral part of the community. Yeah, she's was like our camp mother for madcaps. So so huge part of Martinborough District Company of Amateur Players, the madcaps troop, and always first put her hand up for everything, whether it's the Christmas parades or handing out cups of tea. She was always the person that you could also go to organise 20 other people to do it as well. So yeah, certainly is going to be missed from within our community, and our condolences go out to Roger, Tracy and John and Jackie and all of her grandchildren and great-grandchildren.
I'd like to add too, if I could. She was a great contributor, an instigator of getting our Christmas parade back out. And she was a live wire button. Didn't take any rubbish from anybody. It was free with her opinion.
Yeah,
was welcome.
And I'd also like to acknowledge the passing of Margaret Priest. Margaret and her husband were farmers here for many years, many years, and yeah, our thoughts go to their family, and also Sylvia Bruce, who passed, and Sylvia was from Ruakaka as well, and then lived in town here. She was known for her amazing hairdressing skills. Fall out in the hair, but she was really comb up. Yeah, and no, she was yeah, and our thoughts go out to James and their family. So
Thank you. Need any further? Okay. So thank you for those.
right. Oh, sorry. Also the passing of Molly McGillicuddy. So speaking of live wires, Molly wrote letter after letter after letter to the Catholic Church to get the Catholic Church here in Martinborough back open to have services. One of the key reasons was because she was quite determined to have a funeral service there for her when it was her time to go. So they're multi-generational whānau here, the McGillicuddys, and Molly. Yeah, again, they're
Still
just
driving in
yeah,
the 90s.
she's still driving in her 90s. So, but she's another one I guess, like real member of the community is going to be well and truly missed. Yeah.
I think they can actually be the board.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so thank you for
Absolutely.
those tributes. Public participation, I don't believe you have any.
Sorry, sir, may I jump in here on public participation?
Who?
I'm Mary, I'm here on behalf of Radio New Zealand and had to be thrown out for unruly behaviour, so I'll keep this short, but I was up here because of today's crash. And I am interested to hear from the community board, because you are the fabric of this community, how you're feeling in response to this, and also what might happen in the aftermath. I understand it's very recent, but I am aware that in 2018 there was a submission to reduce the speed limit, and I would love to know what your response to that is. In effect, it's still 100 kilometres.
I think I said at the start, my suggestion that we need to sit and wait what's happening. It's too raw at the moment to get involved in any discussion. So we will not be imparting any further information.
Would it be possible to follow up tomorrow morning, perhaps?
I would direct you to the CEO.
Yeah, I'm Janice Smith, I'm the Chief Executive. We've already got a request in from Radio New Zealand for commentary, which we will respond to when we're able to. Obviously, we're working under the direction of the police. They're running the investigation, and they will issue us with any information or requests that they need as a response.
And with regard to the community, though, what assurances are there for them?
We're not going anywhere near that conversation until the police have issued their incident report.
Yeah, it's actually still being investigated right now. So, I mean, it's pretty, it's very, oh, absolutely. But it's, yeah.
This issue was a bit too raw for us to discuss.
Understood. Thank you.
Thank you.
Right, now we move to the topic of urgent business. Do we have any urgent business arise? We cover your adjustment.
I will foreshadow an amendment to the resolution for the notice of motion so that we split those two grant funds. I've reworded that resolution to split the two funds. I'll just foreshadow that amendment at this point.
Okay.
We'll read them when we get to that point.
Okay.
Okay, so now can I have somebody to forward?
Do we have to second that? Or
Not just foreshadowing an amendment at this point.
okay, right.
We get there.
Through you, Chair, there's two corrections. I want to trust the word. So on page 9, the first box about the agreeing to assess payment state grants, it should be grant applicants not to applicate it. And
So who's that?
the very last.
Yeah, it's a nice
Resolution 4. So start the 30 minutes early.
Applicant.
Applicate, so it should be applicants.
And second one is in resolution 67, just be resolved to reallocate.
Oh, that's true. Reallocate, yeah.
What page is it?
I think.
Right.
Okay. So I have something to.
Okay.
Thing.
The minutes?
Minutes.
I'll make that.
And a seconder?
To receive the minutes?
Yes.
Yeah, oh, second to receive.
So I'd like to make a comment. It's my issue. Regards to the items on page 9 in the first box.
Oh.
We failed to distinguish that we're looking at two different grant sources. One is the Community Grants Fund and one was the Payne Estate Fund. And I failed to identify that they should have been separated. Payne Estate Fund will proceed as it is stated in here, but we do need to look at re-suggesting the time of the Community Board funding. And quick decision. So what we've said, if you have a look at item number 4, that we've said agree to assess community development grant and Payne Estate grant on the 20th of March. We never actually distinguished between the two and when we're going to do them.
Oh, I see. Yeah.
So what we're saying now is we're going to distinguish the two. So the first will be the community grant. We'll do that in
The 20th.
Through the chair, that's the foreshadowed amendment when we get to that item on the agenda.
Right. Right.
We accept the minutes as they are. You'll pick up the switch when we get the notice of motion later in the paper.
so that was it. So
That's
just
true.
explaining what happened. My error not to pick it up and should.
Okay, no worries.
Other than that, do we have any other additions or modifications to it?
The resolute, sorry, I wasn't here at the meeting, but I don't know where to bring this up because we don't have a income and expenditure account. The reallocation of the $500 grant from the fireworks to the pump track was actually, the note came through from Charlotte some while ago, which was mentioned, but she didn't actually need the money.
Yeah.
Was it supposed to be going anywhere now?
Yeah, no, it's, you rang, didn't you, Storm? You were ringing her and she said that to you the next
Yeah,
day.
it was agreed that it didn't need the fund and the fund should go back into our pool.
Yeah.
And I thought that would be,
Rights able to speak to.
if we can get one.
I don't think so, Robert.
I would
No one wants to be in the dark
suggest
or mushrooms.
item 10.1. And we'll pick it up to that item if that's okay with
Okay.
all.
Yeah. Okay. Well, it's not an amendment, it's just a commentary to make under the item 433. I have been in touch with Sarah, who was arranging a visit. We need to consider a visit to the homesteads, preferably a Monday or a Thursday, so we can do it. So that's on the table for us to discuss. I'll look back to Sarah to confirm. So that's page 10.
That's a follow-up.
This box, so it's just, I've been in discussion with Sarah this week about when's the next time to go. She wanted Monday this week, but it was too late. Everybody had one.
Short notice.
Too short notice.
Okay.
So that's in the report, the action report.
Yes.
Yes. So I've got that.
Okay, do we have anything else?
No, because this will come up in the action items anyway, won't it? Yeah. Okay.
Take them accepted.
Yep.
So I take it that with the 9 methods arising from the previous meeting.
Yeah. When you move the an expenditure report, you're moving the $500 back then.
So no further matters arising.
No.
Do I look suitably grandaddish with my glasses on?
Yeah, back to me, done, no. Just been peering over the top.
There's two levels. I can't see properly. Yeah, look at these two things. Aging process, never mind. Doesn't affect anybody else. Thank you. So we move to item 10, and this is where we'll make that adjustment.
Okay.
We really want to nominate to accept.
Yeah, I'll move to accept the income expenditure report.
Yeah. You passed out.
Me.
No?
No.
Everybody's got copies of the advance.
Oh, do you need a seconder? I do.
You
Would you like a seconder for that? Yep,
stepping forward.
I'll second that.
Thank you very much.
Sorry, can I just raise something? I'm actually a little bit confused. Income and expenditure report, and all I've got is a community development fund report. It's not the old.
Oh, this-
No. So why do we
That one.
accept an income expenditure when we're actually accepting the community development fund
Because what
report?
we'd say we accept it.
But that's not what we've got.
That's not what we've got. Got a community development fund.
Yeah, so that's what we should be accepting.
So do we need to change the wording? Is that what you're thinking?
I think we do. I think we do. We
Was that in
do.
the last minutes of the last meeting? I must have got them.
That's this.
We had different information last time.
Oh, I think it has to be.
New meeting.
But these are part of income and expenditure, are they? So I'm sorry, I don't know if it's the first meeting or not. The change is just that we're accepting these ones?
We're going to accept them, and Angela suggested we need to change the wording to be complete.
Just the community development fund rather than accepting the income and expenditure. Right,
Okay.
this is not income and expenditure. It's this one, right, okay.
Angela, would you like to nominate and change that?
What I said.
You're going to change it from the income and expenditure to the community development.
Development fund,
Kind of is income and expenditure.
it's part of income and expenditure.
It's got money in and money out.
Yes, I know we've been a little bit pedantic, but maybe that's what we need to
We
do.
normally.
Are they two different
We
accounts?
always get three. We used to get an income and expenditure. The part of the grants was in the part on that, and then state. So no, it's not collated into one because I don't have in front of me the information of our salaries. I don't have the information of any expenditure we've done. So that's what I'm saying. So I think it's I'm not getting.
They're going to be removed. So what we're talking about now is going back to this as a permanent.
We will make a note to change the heading on the report going forward.
Okay.
Yeah.
So do we need to change that for this instance, or can we slide by it today?
No, let's make a change.
Change?
I was wanting it to be changed.
So Angela, you're going to put forward that we want to change this.
Yeah.
Accept the community development fund.
Community development fund.
Campaign,
Mistakes.
that's that statement.
Yeah. But this makes me, I mean, this is not the community development fund. It is the money in and out of the community development fund. What do you want to say? You know, that statement is not actually correct. This is the community development fund.
That is correct.
What is it about the community development fund that's first?
That's what it is. It's about. It's money.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Development fund.
What we don't have is our expenses. So when
No.
we've claimed expenses back or we've allocated funds for things like the emergency response, it's not showing in front. So I can't tell if the resolution to change the $150 back to $300 to $150, which is in the outstanding. I can't tell. That's why I questioned where it was, and I didn't realise it was removed last month.
That's all I'm making. Thank you.
Thank you.
Hey, thank you very much.
What else do you want to say?
Yeah, no, I didn't understand the reason. I can understand saying we don't need them. It's just that when there's bits that were incorrect, we can't see it and couldn't move to change it. I wouldn't have known about that amount if we didn't have it.
The income and expenditure.
Pick up the errors. That number was quite the error. We could add one line to this, but there's not a lot of point in the way the report was put to you.
Yeah.
You were really only interested in the line, not the rest of the detail. So I can ask them to put a sub-report at the bottom of here just for the expenses, if that's what you,
That's the
you
usual
do
thing.
is.
It was the most important, just funds allocated from our running expenses, if you like, our operational expenses, just so we can see it sitting there when we've allocated funds for Christmas period, or we've allocated funds for that. Some of it comes under the grant funds, but some of it's not. It's operational.
So all three boards that now have the same.
Yeah.
So are we now agreeing to the fact that there will be an expenditure item added to the report?
Expenses.
Allocated funds and expenses. That's what we need to know of our operational funds.
Is that right, Denise?
We can do that.
Cool, okay.
So we'll make the adjustment change to the Community Development Fund with the addition of the expenditure report.
Yeah.
With the next time.
Yeah.
Happy with that?
Yeah.
Okay, do we have a seconder? We've got a nominator with Kurt. Do we have a
I'll second it.
Okay. Do we have a nominator?
Ange was nominating for, yeah, Mel.
Seconder.
Sorry, just to recap, there's been lots of statements here. Chair. So you're accepting the income and expenditure report as it is, or as it's renamed?
We're renaming it.
So no,
Community Development Fund with the addition. Which Janice is going to put at the next meeting.
which has the
It's
operational.
Motion.
Yeah, just because it's because it used to get. So,
All right, there was a lot of times there and it was wrong.
I know. No, gives us a chance to
Well,
vote.
two resolutions on this.
Go back.
One, two, accept.
Yeah, because sometimes it was,
Government fund report.
yeah, and paying for a statement of financial. Paying a state.
This, on this, the format of this current one.
we talking about for the Community Development Fund.
Yeah, keep the fund.
Angela's the mover.
Yeah.
Change. Who's the seconder?
Paying a state.
So
Just looking at this.
while we're at it, do you want to make a commentary on the,
Or just on this current ledger here of,
talking about the Community Development Fund? Okay, good.
so that $500 for Charlotte, the other two items here, they've been allocated, but they've been paid out, so they have to be kept back. Is that right? Because it's less funds, not uplifted.
Yep.
But we're saying that the 500 is not now required, so should that not go back into the kitty?
It will next time, but
Well, we need to find. Okay, so I just, okay, thank you. I thought it was resolved at the last meeting. No,
So
No.
just for our alignment, the Kuranui College, we had any feedback from them? Because I think everybody was in full agreement of providing funding.
yeah,
I've never heard it from them.
So they would need to submit a invoice, I can chase them up,
Okay.
Oh, that would be awesome, this place.
so I would have expected. them to
And
do
does the
Yeah,
same, does the
and
same
same with
apply
placing
to
her.
I did it. I got back to the place centre to ask them, is there a reason why they haven't uplifted it? They haven't got back to me.
It may just be,
It could just be the break, because and they're getting, they're run by committees, so it could take a while for them.
Yeah.
And so,
So we'll leave it sitting there.
and I will follow to,
Definitely get 500 back into it.
Yeah, so that'll be there next week.
Any other discussions on that? So we now move, accept the fund.
So just got one quick comment. Look at Aura are doing an event with $1,000 that we give them out of this fund on November on February the.
Oh, it's-
So, and it's here and it's what we funded. It would be good if someone from the community board, I'm actually there, could come and attend and actually see.
Yeah.
So they're going to give us an invite.
We did get it sent out.
Yeah, that was sent out, through Heartlands, so Heartlands sent out about the different keeping actives and, yeah.
Who did they send it to?
Oh, you've got to be on the mailing list. I can forward it to you. Oh,
Yeah, you're on the mailing list, aren't you? Yeah,
So
yeah.
you need to be aware of certainly things, you need to put them on the community board, list not individuals. Because it just goes to one person. and we
it was,
just don't-
you've registered to go on it. So
Yeah, so she registered to go on it, but that, oh, yeah, we can absolutely,
it's for over 55-year-olds, so you might just squeeze in.
Should do.
Who has it, moved in and accepted, moved and seconded the payment statement?
Just been asking for that.
we just,
Arrange.
we hadn't quite finished talking about the other one, yeah.
So round about the 20th.
Yeah, just double check.
Thursday, Friday.
Sunday.
Sunday.
No, that's not right. No, that's not.
Now, what date it's supposed to be?
Tuesday.
Tuesday.
Yeah, give me a
We'll send it out, spend the day out. It was just an opportunity to say.
Yeah. I've got my other computer, so I'll get it. I'll get it flicked out to you anyway, just so
Yeah.
you've got it,
That'll be
because
appreciated. Thank you.
it will be a good event, you know, Nick Order normally do.
How many attend?
Yeah, and they tend to get a really, really big turnout in Masterton, and yeah, but that's just about. But we've passed it on to the churches, and so, you know, like
Getting the information
different
out.
areas, Wharekaka and.
Yeah, cool.
So now we get to the paying the state.
Mhm.
Nominate.
I'll move that we receive the Payne estate.
I'll second.
Yeah.
Any discussion on the?
Sorry. Can I just want to clarify something, please, on the Payne estate?
This community development.
Oh, hang on, so you still want the community development?
So,
Okay.
sorry, through you, Storm, all I was wanting to clarify on that was that when we were talking about the grant funding round for the Community Development Fund, that's going to be held in March. And is it that 13th
Going to get pushed back.
to April?
It'll be, I think it's May in actual fact.
No, May for the cut-off for the June one, which will be for the Payne estate.
It's on the agenda.
I think of the meeting, so you're right.
The agenda.
Oh, so we'll just wait, don't bring it up there. I was just wanting, just because we've got the numbers in front of us, just to ensure that that whole, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, that's fine. I'll wait. Yes.
Is there?
Yep, we've accepted those ones.
Is there any comment on the report?
On the Payne Estate income? Yes, I just find it confusing that we've got repairs and maintenance, and then in a separate category, we've got repairs and maintenance buildings in paragraph, in parenthesis. And under repairs and maintenance building, we've got a broken door, $210. We've said 4% of the budgeted amounts for repairs and maintenance, and it's halfway through the year. Is that correct? Period now's 50% of the year.
This report covers halfway through the year.
Is that right? Yeah. But then also we've got under repairs and maintenance, we've also got, we've got fencing that relates to the farm, but we've got a fixed curtain rod. We've got heat pump servicing, and we've got 2 smoke alarms. So is that not relating to the repairs and maintenance of the building?
It would sound as if, no, you're not saying it, not agreeing.
Why is that sort of,
Wouldn't one be for the farm and one be for the,
I think it's,
or the houses?
Through you, Chair, repairs and maintenance buildings is to the fabric of the building, so doors, windows, walls, roofs, those kind of things. And then repairs and maintenance general is the other things. That's not.
Fine. Fine.
okay, percent.
So that's good clarification to understand. Very much. Anything else?
Maintenance.
Questions?
The only question I had was relating to the interest. There
There is a statement down on interest.
so interest income is calculated at year end based on an average interest rate of opening balance. So the funds that are held, it sits in a pot somewhere, and then it's not like on a term investment, or it's not in a separate account purely where that amount ends its own interest. It's divvied up from a interest pool. Is that correct? Correct. Yeah.
So is it sitting in a bigger pool?
It's just in the bank account.
Yeah, and that's how it gets shut down.
So it's no separate thing, but
So you don't show the interest coming in
at the end of the
at the bottom. I know there's a note on it, but it doesn't come in as income here at the top.
till the end of the year.
Then
44.
Oh, it's allocated at the end of the year. Yeah,
So you'll get no statement of interest until
till the end of the year.
30th of June, when they'll come out with a
And
statement.
the landfill lease,
And then it's normally August, isn't it? It's normally about August. It's not end of June.
Yeah, June.
Yeah.
Then
these are quite important things, and why are they in such small print, even when I've blown it up by 140%? It's not up by 140%, I still can't read it.
I can
I
read it.
can read it.
I've got my glasses to read it, which helps.
Okay.
Yeah, no,
And-
I really, I
This is much better.
I actually really appreciate the fact that it's.
Yeah.
But
It's readable as opposed to.
That
Janice, I
one's-
could ask you one question, which is relating to the balance of insurance fund. I'm not quite sure. There's $30,000 which has been sitting there. And I think it's said for increase for improvements. Is that homestead or
No.
the whole?
So can they, so just quickly, Storm. So originally it was whether or not there would be another garage, but there was no garage going to be put on there. And then it was, to come back in. Yeah,
So I know, I understand that's a scenario.
yeah.
I'm just wondering. that's
Why it's still sitting there as ring fence. I'm not sure. I thought yeah.
Because through the
Because it's-
survey, you haven't identified any capital investment that you want.
Wanted to go in.
No, it's just-
So it will sit there until you.
Until there's something that we actually need because we couldn't build the garage.
For that purpose, we could pick on something, say.
It's a capital investment required because of the nature of the insurance.
That has to
We
be.
said at the last meeting that you needed to determine, and you were having a conversation around fencing, I believe, at the time.
That's right. We were talking about
We're going to go
meeting of the,
to look at where the fence.
that's right.
That's right. And then that would be a capital.
And the other,
Capital investment would be, what would that encompass? As a fringe capital, it's all.
No, we would, we talked about going out to Payne Estate and actually with the person and talking about the fencing. So, and potentially looking at some of the fencing being,
The actual homestead?
yes, utilising that 30.
Okay.
So, but
Had a meeting with Sarah.
no, it's a waste of time. I was just asking a point that we could actually use it.
sorry, my understanding through you, Mr. Chair, was that it was, we were all going to go out to, yeah.
But she was wanting to go on.
Sarah's been on.
And it looks
Okay.
like that visit will be next week, when you saying, Storm.
Look, you've just got to tell me whether you prefer Monday or Thursday, and I'll go back because other.
Of next week.
Sarah, Wednesday. No, she gave me 3 days. I can only remember 2 of them. Monday and Thursday.
Of next week or of any week?
Of any week, but let's move it to next week if we can, because then we get.
I can do Monday, but I'll be away.
So I'll try and say to Sarah tomorrow, we can meet on Monday. Is that suitable for everybody?
I won't be able to make.
yeah, like on Monday, we were booked, we were going to have a catch up. Anyway, were we on the 17th? So what about that between 1:30 to 2:30 or whatever?
Yeah, that would actually be a good thing for the catch up. Eh?
On Monday?
So Monday seems to have gone. Jack and Sarah, she's.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
I won't be able to do the Thursday.
That's 17th.
Yeah,
We're booked in our office one already.
I've got us booked in there for 1:30.
Perfect.
Through the chair, while I was talking about Payne Farm, you left me with a question around the transfer station and whether it was charged rates, and the answer is yes. But those rates are not charged to the Payne Farm estate accounts, they're charged straight to the transfer station account. So they don't appear in here at all.
Oh, so the deduction, the payment of rates doesn't come out of Payne Estate.
It goes straight to the transfer station accounts.
Okay, right. Right.
Thank you.
Thank you very much for that, Jenna.
We matter up for the state. If the Payne Estate is open for further discussion in the chair's report.
Generally.
Okay. For the general stuff. Oh,
Okay, so we can move on from that.
yep.
Eugene. For the returning the $500. You talked about it, but.
Wait, is this for Charlotte's 500?
Yeah. You talked about it, but I didn't hear anyone.
That was approved last time. We'll do it again this time. So
Last time you reallocated it to Charlotte.
We were waiting to talk to her.
And when you rang her,
Allocate it back to the fund.
The fund, yeah.
Yeah.
I emailed Charlotte about it today because I didn't know this, that you'd already had a phone call, so we can wait till we get it in writing.
no, but I think open and so it's absolutely fine. So we can just say, yeah,
So we do have a nominator to.
Yeah.
Next bit.
Second, I second it, yeah, we're going to return the $500.
Okay. So.
Oh, there's a couple on here that I was a bit confused about. It felt like they were already done.
So we need to discuss it.
Sorry?
Those date changes we made.
No, you've got a notice motion report that is coming.
That means we've got the action items.
Yeah. So there's a couple on here. My understanding was back 2 meetings ago, that where it had been raised on the 17th of October, and Paul was going to come back about Angela's printing.
Oh, yeah, can we close that?
That was all.
Closed.
Yeah, that is closed. Oh, it's just showing it's open, but it's like, that was 4 days ago.
And it's Angel's printing, not Angela's.
Yeah, it was the Angels printing.
If we're looking at the action items, the top one,
332 is closed.
it's been ticked off.
Yeah, you see that because I couldn't see it, because normally I check it against the accounts, but I should check your way for it, Jenny.
Interest printing has been ticked off.
So 332 is now closed.
Yeah.
Okay, 430 is now closed.
Closed. 431 is closed, section,
431.
which is.
Yeah, that's been done.
Yeah.
432.
So is paying a state charge rate?
Yes.
Yes.
So the account is charged for the rates on the home separately to, and the cottage. It's 2 separate rateable units.
I guess so, yes.
And the
Separately, and we recovered.
Cottage is not reasonable.
and then the farm as well. But so the 3 separate rating.
All recovered through the lease payments.
Yeah,
The rates are all recovered through the lease payments.
but they're 3 separate rating
Yeah,
Should be-
yeah,
rateable units.
Should be
Yeah.
all separate. Janice explained that transfer stations.
Is separate.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's right. That's why I was saying the other 3. Yeah.
Are you telling me they're combined?
No,
No, they'll be separate.
Separate, okay.
I think.
no, it'll show up on the Bain estate once it comes out.
Rating. The rates.
No. No, I mean, we'll see it when that rates get paid out of here and this Bain estate.
So what we,
Um,
433. So that's been done.
Yes.
Yes. You can tick that one off.
433.
432, sorry.
Oh, yeah.
So that was organising
The meeting which you've done.
Yeah.
yeah.
433, I
What's
don't
that?
have anything from,
Oh,
I assume it's Stefan.
Stephanie.
He's on the list. I haven't heard it.
Which issue is this in regards to? To discuss the issue and arrange to bring a,
Yes,
Doesn't say what the issue
I
is.
don't know, because I don't understand it.
it's regarding a property portfolio.
We have something that we don't know what it relates to.
I think that's the fencing, because that's the lead advisory property portfolio, which is Sarah's sample. So this is to do with the fencing.
Right, if that's the case, I haven't heard from Stefan, but then we've got the fencing on.
so we've got the meeting with,
Sorry?
let's close it. We've got the meeting with.
So 433 relates to fencing, is that right?
That's what we understand, yes.
Oh, well, that's as clear as mud. Thank you for clarifying that.
That's right. So the next one is 434.
Yeah, you spoke to them?
I didn't speak to them. I did try very hard to ring and text Jennifer. She never responded. I started that on the 13th or the 12th. She never responded either to. So.
She has responded to my emails, so it's
Those ones that you sent through?
time.
Is that the recent after?
Yeah.
She's emailed me on the 10th.
We've had that by email, haven't we?
Yeah.
She replied on the 17th of January, first of all, saying that she was following it up. Can you let me know where I'm at? And then Robin replied on the 17th. Then I understand it's John Robertson. Been trying to call you and still requested. So we can get at all.
The budget.
We got budget, but we never got a set of accounts, which was asked for right from the start, because it was an application for an amount of $8,000, which required a set of accounts. I do actually have the financials in front of me, which I just got offline. We do actually have the financials really,
We don't know what it is.
whether it's guided.
Might be in the,
So you've got them, but
They're online, they're in couple.
so you just check them on yourself.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I'm not quite sure where to go with this one.
Are we going to look at that application now?
Well, can we look at the application now as we're dealing with it? Should we look at it as we action point?
Why is it different to any other application for finance that was previously part?
It was part of the last round, they applied and we declined, not the amount, but we declined because there wasn't enough information with it.
So now we've got enough information.
We've got the full breakdown in that.
Got their breakdown.
Good breakdown.
I still think that's maybe asking a little too much for that.
Yeah, $8,000.
So do I.
My concern was, which I did get some clarification regarding if they'd applied for the funds, was because they said the ascension is for 2 towns, which is us and Greytown. They haven't applied anything from Greytown. So they're actually asking us for the full amount for the 2 ascensions.
They have not, Greta, last week, there was no.
So there's now,
They make reference to 2 towns.
yeah, so the amount of $8,000, which was on the application, was for two towns, it said. But
Yeah.
they've asked us for the full amount, but and $1,000 of it was for face painters, which I think we could probably organise ourselves, and $1,000 for Easter eggs.
But leave it to them talking about.
Yeah, but I don't think.
I totally agree. No, and
No.
I just think
Aspirational.
Does any grant from us have anything to do with whether they turn up here or not?
Yes, well, they're fine, just, yeah.
That's what I'm taking.
Sorry, you're saying that
They won't go ahead. And
if we don't give them $8,000.
no, if we don't give them anything.
If we don't give them the money, then they won't be coming here.
Okay, but they've put in for the, so we received the information, didn't we?
yeah, sorry,
From
for the
the balloon festival, so.
these emails on
Oh, that's my note.
through
You should
today and today.
Sorry.
Yeah.
No.
It'd just be good just to have it. I've got it here, but
Half of
You got it?
5,000.
Well, I'm.
Oh, are these, this is just what I'm looking at right now, so. Okay,
they're requesting 8,000, which is.
Yeah.
Normally it's 500, sorry.
I've never seen this.
from the,
Well, it's my question, what I want to raise, but of course we're on short notice here, was what the last grant they got from South Wairarapa District Council was $5,000.
And that was from council, from the council.
3 years ago.
Yeah.
Which for that we did get out of the ascensions,
Yeah,
5,000. If they were coming now to ask for half of that to hand, it seems possibly that we could look at it.
yeah.
These figures are just too high.
They're too high.
It is very,
If you look at what the balance says, we haven't just forgotten to put that in there. We've got.
no,
All of our money.
They do say they're going to 2 towns, so is any other town?
It's Greytown.
Any other
And
town?
they're not asked for any money from Greytown.
So I don't think we can carry the load fully ourselves.
oh, can't.
And
That's why I was asking.
but I
about
believe
the
that we can
amount.
look at some, because I think it's always an amazing, it
Absolutely.
is an amazing event. It is something absolutely phenomenal for the district, not just for Martinborough, but it's always wonderful. And so I think but
Just the money.
5,000 from the council 2 years ago to now 8,000 being asked from one community board.
Are we discussing-
It's a lot of money.
why they haven't asked for any money from Greytown?
No.
Both towns?
No, they
They haven't come to anything.
It was requested that they were at this meet, that someone
Oh, okay, so
presented at this meeting and they didn't, but they've given this, so.
phone tonight, I believe, if we want.
Yeah, so they asked if we could phone them, but I need to make sure you're comfortable with me doing that.
So phone like to be,
I have to phone on my phone on the desk because that's the only number I have for
Okay, I think before we do that, we just need to be comfortable in ourselves. I'm in favour of it.
yeah, but not the amount.
We'd be asking
Yeah.
what we can do.
Yeah.
But we just have to perhaps decide amongst ourselves, think about it amongst ourselves, how much do we want us to do?
Well, this is what I was saying about the contested community funds, about knowing the numbers before was, because if we're we're talking about when we're holding a grant, the next grant fund round, but how is there going to be anything left in it? Like, it's,
Well, if you see by the numbers there, 15,000.
13.5.
13,445.
Yeah, so we have that in most of the grants, we tend to give.
That's right.
That's right.
pretty much, so we've got a fair spread in there.
Yeah,
So we have to say, what is the balance we think we could stretch to?
for an event.
And we need to go back to them and say, perhaps they need to reach out to another community to get.
Yeah.
Us, you know.
The things have been printed, literally, they've got to know by tomorrow. And
Well, it's, but
That's the crunch that.
Well,
But
I mean,
But we can certainly,
I think we should just say, like,
certainly look at it and
comfortable with and just say, this is the maximum we'd be able to contribute. We do want you to come.
yeah,
Just a super small amount.
so from that point then, do we want to say amongst ourselves what we're comfortable with? And then we can go back to it and say, we'll grant you this money. That's all we can do as an individual community.
Yeah.
So now we need to toss around what we think is a comfortable.
I don't know, what do you base on? 2,500?
So, yeah,
The other thing balancing that,
do I hear 2,500?
the pass for 8,000, if we go back with 2,000, it's sort of a quarter of the way
we're
there.
going to go halves because that's for 2 towns. Yeah, that's 2 towns and we're only 1 town. We're only looking at,
So then they could get another 2 from,
Somewhere else.
and then they just knock out the Greytown. If Greytown don't contribute, then they do Martinborough. They're looking for 4,000 to do is how you read it,
but yeah,
isn't it? So if we went in with an offer between 2.5 and 3, which I'm quite comfortable with that sort of amount. But somebody else might want to go up to 4, but I don't think I can find people to organise bubbles or face painters and chocolate Easter eggs. I don't need $1,000 worth of chocolate Easter eggs. This is only for Martinborough. And
Another restaurant.
I'll buy you one.
Okay. So listening to what we've got coming through, we're talking about a sum between 2,000 and 3,000.
or 12 or 2.
It's got a lot more expensive, so I lost it.
I mean, the highest that we've given over the last half a year was 2, and that was to the museum. You know, I mean, there's
it's a year round.
that's where we have to really look at what's being asked. And I think to me, I wouldn't be comfortable going any more than 2, just in the fact that we have these things here within our, and don't forget, we've got a large rural area as well in the Martinborough Community Board. That goes.
So your points were made, I agree with that, 2,000 would appear to be our best.
Oh, no, sorry, the most we've given is we gave a huge amount for a new roof at Tottenham, isn't it?
No, but what I'm saying is in the last half a year, with what we've got here, that goes back to the last half a year, the last amount, the largest amount that we gave. Yeah, it's what, or 6 months or half a year.
Yeah, no, I think it was a full.
This financial year, the most we've given is 2,000.
Yeah,
So
that's right, September.
oh yeah, well, and it's February now, so I'm just saying that I think 2,000's a good amount, or are you saying that you would prefer it to be more? I'm putting that up.
I would be happy with a little bit more. My amount, which I actually wrote down, was $2,000 question mark, which is what it was.
Yeah.
But if it was a deal breaker, I'd go to 2.5 to secure it this year with a request that they do start looking for the funding for China.
Yeah, and but
Because
I mean,
say, you know, we really, but this is taking a long time to get.
So we have a bit of.
So, sorry, through you, Storm, I think it would be, let them know what, South Wairarapa District Council has for grant funding. You know how there's that new grant tool, whatever, but I think, for next year. But that's what I mean, like, when you're talking those larger numbers, there's alternative grant funds.
well,
Yeah.
then what's this? You know, like then where is the?
They've got, that's why I was saying, there's a full set of accounts online that tells you where they do get the funding from.
So they have got other sources of funding.
This is only if we want an event in Martinborough. This is all they're asking for is a Martinborough event, and this is their estimate of how much it costs.
Okay.
That makes sense.
So this event doesn't start on Greytown and drift over to Martinborough. It's completely.
No, it's always been started down here at the rugby grounds. Yeah.
Actually, there was a total of $82,000 in grants in 2024. It was dropped to $24,500.
So there's some wording in here that talks about events in Martin.
Yeah.
3, total 2,000.
Yeah, we can knock that straight out.
Post, those are the post ascension ones, but afterwards,
No, I'm not saying
it's not,
sponsor those, but there's some that they've asked for directly from that.
It's half of the other, that's right, so it's times two for the gas. Big balloons.
So does that dictate what we put in? Is it?
My logic was
for like two.
asking for the gas for the balloons and the breakfast for the pilots and the petrol to the site. So the basic expenses was what I took in. I removed bubbles, face painters, chocolate eggs, because I felt we could do that ourselves somehow. We could maybe get some activities going at a more reasonable rate, perhaps. But then was
not found by the community.
yeah. Then I came with an amount, and I thought probably £2,000, around the $2,000 probably is.
Yeah, like 2,000 is.
It was.
What are we up to?
How do we know it's going to be a deal breaker?
I'm up to ring them tomorrow and talk to them.
Are you?
Yes. But if there's an amount, if everyone's more comfortable with 2,000.
Well, we can't make, the thing is if we're going to make a resolution to put, then that's the sum or the money, that what is happening right now is, we can't make that resolution until like following the
We could
conversation
It's $2,000.
make the resolution for 2,500
and let that go through to
and a
the.
starting point of 2.
I just don't like
No.
that. It's either one or the other. You can't, if we have a resolution, it's going to be for an amount, that's it. So
And we would expect them to provide financial.
do you think they'll just go no?
So
You've been dealing with the man. Do you just believe that they're just literally going to say no if we say we've got
If we say
2,000?
I'm
You think that 500 would change?
comfortable saying no if we reach to what we all feel comfortable with. So if we were to go to 2.5 or 2,000, that's the figure we're comfortable with. That's what we say we've come with. If it doesn't happen, it doesn't happen. We've done our best shot.
Yeah.
But I don't want to not do it for $500 is how I'm feeling a little bit.
Yeah.
So
okay, so
That's for them to start early next
can
year.
we just then go around the room? Everybody tell me what you would be comfortable with. Starting from you, Pip.
yeah, thanks Angela, because I
Yeah.
got me thinking too.
Yeah, I agree with Angela. For the sake of $500, I don't want to miss out on having it. So I mean, I'd be happy following what Angela said and say 2.5. Yeah.
So I'm saying 2.5, I'm comfortable.
Independent, while we've got quantity 2 for gas for Ascension.
Because it's too.
Well, that's about,
Okay, but then I understood that this was all relating to the Martinborough.
No, it doesn't.
No.
Because now it's not.
So Karen,
One Ascension for gas, $2.5 grand.
2.5 grand. Angela,
At least I can understand what that was.
you have a chance to say. Windy. You don't say. No, look, sorry.
You need to pass a resolution to bring this grant back to the table, and then you need to resolve the amount that you want to give them.
Yeah, we're trying to get through the.
Make clear we've gone through the two-stage process you need to go through.
This is the stage we need to go through. So, look, I agree with the 2,500. So we're going to have what Genesis said, we're going to bring this to the table and then we'll approve their number and then we'll go from there. And Angela, you're going to follow through with it. Is it?
I'm happy to give them a call and just let them know.
You're going to talk to Jennifer?
So Jennifer just said that, we've had a meeting, we really want it to happen. If it's the best we can do, we're happy to help with some of the smaller activities if that
I
helps.
think it's a side issue. I think they need to come to us a little bit.
we're not,
Please,
I don't think we should be running.
And also, I don't think the Martinborough Community Board is the right place
We
to
shouldn't
be
be
coming.
running.
In the future, this needs to sit more as a community.
with also with where the grants, but funding come from.
Yeah.
Lots of other grants that can.
Okay, so can I have something to?
It's just really difficult, but
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bring back to the table.
Second it. Aaron, thank you. Right, now we can open discussion. What do we think? I'll go around the room again and ask everybody what something they want to put in.
yeah, we'll go with the 2.5.
2.5.
Yeah,
Now,
that's what I'm comfortable with too.
Angela? Okay, so it's unanimous. We'll go back to 2.5. There's as a side.
Move and second.
Get up without the gas.
So now we'll just need to have a move it for the sum.
I'll move it.
Angela, Karen second. All those in
Aye.
favour? All those against? That's passed. And can I just add a footnote, Angela, you will talk to Jennifer tomorrow.
Yeah.
And then please express to them that they should be comfortable with it.
Yeah,
I
definitely.
can't believe that disorder. But
And it may be that she just says that they can't do it and that's fine and we'll just let everyone know.
okay.
So the funding is subject to the events and in May.
Yeah. So with that being the case, will it, that funding is on the basis that
Are we adding
There is an ascension in
there is
Martinborough.
an ascension in that.
to the
Yeah,
item?
it's pretty clear. We'll just give them £2.5 if they don't.
So it's the 2.5 is conditional on an ascension in Martinborough.
Sounds quite.
Last time they took off.
Aye.
Oh, they may have actually, yeah.
I was there.
I love it.
I was-
There's
To be
maybe
fair,
they probably do a couple
that was the one that I saw from my house rather than going down to the rugby ground. So it's just like, oh,
Usually we take the boys down, yeah.
they could have felt on the
They don't make that condition that funding will be changed.
That's right.
Yeah, that's correct. Thank you.
Which means we'll know.
Yeah.
Funding round.
Perfect.
We've got that money back in that, so.
Yeah.
Perfect. Okay.
So we come to item 435, which I think we can tick off and say it's complete.
Oh, that one's definitely completed.
That's on the other side, yeah. So 436, the duplication.
3, 5. Okay, it's all completed.
So, oh, Quaker has got nothing left.
Thank you so much, to council for getting the rubbish bin down to the pump track. So, promptly, quickly. It's great because it's one of those little issues that could have escalated, I think, reasonably quickly. So it's great.
It's the same thing twice, isn't it?
Yeah.
So that's the action item is report.
Yeah, that was just finished. So now we're
So now we're moving to item.
Where's my item about the bins? Not the bins, the doggy do
You
bins.
can put that in
Yeah, what's on there?
so
the minutes, but
No.
you want a map.
Action
Yeah.
436, that was on from the last meeting.
So it's an action on it, on my.
It does, it says, action 436, request to locate the map of where the doggy do bins are.
So that's why we've got two rubbish bin ones.
436,
So one's pool
One
bins.
should be put dog poo.
436 on this item is rubbish bins, not and paying.
it's meant to be the doggy do bin.
That's
Email about.
Yeah.
Oh, there wasn't one.
Okay, so then, but we must know where they are, right? So even a list of where they are.
They pick up.
So they've just put doggy do bins out, but we don't know where they're getting collected from.
So do we need to make another action request?
I don't know.
And someone just go and have a look who's got a
Or
dog.
can Janice just speak?
Through the chair, if you do, it will sit there for a while
Yeah.
because we don't have the resource to do it.
I understand that. It's one of those things that takes some time.
Yeah, can we just go and look for a pool bin? If you spot a pool bin, email it to Storm, you can keep a list of them.
I know there's one across the road on Jellicoe Street, so there you go, that's by Venus on Jellicoe Street.
There's, so you're talking about the one on Jellicoe?
Yeah, it's on Jellicoe just after Venus Street.
Yeah, there's two in the dog walking park. There's one in Peno Road. I don't.
Let's put them together so that way we have a list of those, because to me, of course, they're in the dog park, but my question was, we have so many people coming in the weekends. The majority of our homestays are now dog friendly, and we have lots of people who are bringing dogs over and they don't know where the doggy bins are. There's duty lots all over the place,
Yeah.
and it's just making sure if we can.
When we get the information.
So well, look, to be honest, I'm quite happy to take it if I have to, because and make it write down where they all are, so that way there's a list for council so they're aware of it, because they don't.
Just volunteered.
There we go.
Fine, honestly, I don't mind. I'm happy to collate it if you want me to.
So if you can do that, I can give you some.
Yeah, like just put them in an email and fire them to me, and I'll.
What do we treat this as? Because it's 436 was incorrectly defined. Do we do make another one or?
It's not an action, but for council, it's an MCB action, so it could still sit on there and just say,
Yeah,
You guys are so close.
yeah, we can
but
have,
that's not. You always need stuff to be actioned.
because it's just a responsible manager, it can say MCB on it.
But there needs to be look. to be fair, there needs to be proper lists of where and
Assets.
and Bryce had said when they were done that there was a there that said on where all of the bins were and that it would come to the table, and it never did. And you know, so I'm talking a few years ago now. However, if you know where some are, I can put something out saying, hey,
But
do you know where
it
the
should be
bins
an
are?
easier answer because they are empty.
Well, that's right, but who's emptying them? It's a mystery.
Sitting here.
I just understand the pick up and they call it a bin.
So civic care, just civic care.
Yeah, just,
I would think City Care would do it.
yes.
That's
That's what I'm thinking. It's going to be a list of things.
It might just be called a
Bins, other general.
general refuse.
So it's bins.
General refuse.
Doggy do bins.
So unofficially, we'll ask,
Doggy do bins is the name of it.
we'll ask you to coordinate the activities of where they are.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll feed you with what I know.
Yep.
Anybody else?
Because my concern is I'm constantly told that they're everywhere and there's lots of them around Martinborough, and yet I have walked all the way down to Puruatanga Road and, you know, from on Cambridge, and there's none.
And yeah, there's loads.
And I have, you know, and yet there's loads and so on.
It's the informal one.
Yeah.
Can I say,
York Street.
not inexpensive to install?
So, and that's something that, you know, like when we had the beautification funds,
Greytown.
it was actually something that,
Yeah.
well, and Greytown, and the men's shed made some as well for them in Greytown. So some of the Greytown ones. So it could be something that could be worked in collaboration with the men's shed here, but we'll just see what needs to be done first.
Can I suggest we move on?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So step one's done.
I'll send you notes that I know.
And it'll be in the action.
There's one also with the Consulting Park.
One.
So we now go to the item 11.
Chair report.
Not the chair's report, but it is part of the chair's report. This is about the funding for Payne Estate. Now, the thing that you don't have to find here is we have available, and we take the number that's in the, this is the number is
400,000.
Yeah, that's it.
there's a blank line. in motion.
Yeah, that's how much do we want to spend?
Which does.
Sorry.
Isn't there a resolution that says that you can only go up to,
Only go to 25,000
Application.
per application, but you can give us permission to go to 35,000.
the funding, equipment and the meters report, and they will not exceed 25,000 if the funds are available.
So 25?
So
Actually, do it first time.
This is on the secondary report. So it's on page 21.
Recall last time,
Sorry, just there.
you not set the fund at 40 or 50K, 50
We
last time?
set a fund request at 40 grand, what we're going to do, that was
So eventually it's 50.
50. So do we want to continue that for the next round?
well,
No, sorry, I'm just looking at these.
this is the distribution policy. Has that been changed?
At this moment, it hasn't, but it will need to be.
It will need to be changed because this is the thing. At the moment, the community funding is 25,000. So,
Yeah.
For
Per applicant, one applicant can apply for that. Last time we had about 50,000.
so 50,000 is the maximum that we have.
We can just nominate this what we're going to
Make it,
do.
oh, sorry, we just.
Any number of
We agree. I
applications.
mean, they gave 300,000 to the civil.
No, yeah, it's,
But there was never.
can I, sorry, I've just,
There was never a limit on.
No, you're looking at me. I wasn't even.
through you, through you, through you, Mr. Chair, sorry. So when I'm looking at the accounts for Payne Estate, and it says here that the net surplus or deficit for the year to date is the $22,407.
That's a surplus.
To date.
Yeah, so what surplus to requirements?
That's surplus to what's been spent thus far.
Income over.
Yeah.
Income, expenditure.
Yeah, Yeah, so are we talking so that's the fund there, the balance, the actual closing balance.
The total funds about.
$110,000.
Well, we're not putting that up, so.
Total funds available, okay. No, I know, but I mean, the reality is we need to make sure that the account is not going backwards, which we had a number of things that came to us saying after grant funding that things were negative, and I just don't want that. Yeah, so
Well, thankfully, our
That's all.
CEO was able to.
Sort those
sort
things out.
that out, and that's why this figure is once again looking healthy.
And the judgment has been made, so we
Yeah.
can treat it. Never intending to spend like that.
no, but I
What
just,
do is nominate how much will we prepared to spend that is sitting.
yes,
So for this coming,
It's coming sitting that's going to be issued in June of this year.
And how much we allocated
why
last?
don't we do 50?
why don't we do 50?
We did 50.
We did 50 last time.
Yeah,
We don't have to allocate 15, but we.
I'd rather give more. I'd rather go higher.
I don't know why it's all sitting there if people have got good project.
I'd go 50. I'm willing to look at 50.
Okay, we seem to have some discussion on this. What I'm going to ask for is a vote on what number we expect to put in there.
50.
We'll go around the room, say, you're saying 50, you're saying,
well, I just wanted to check again, sorry. So the amount that is held in reserve is still $40,000, is it, for maintenance and repairs?
that's what's in this statement here, they put 40,000. Now, I don't know if that's been adjusted yet.
It's quite old, isn't it?
It's old.
So,
It's old as I am.
no, I'd be comfortable with 50. I'm just, when I'm thinking about, I want to ensure that that we are looking after the asset itself and that we have sufficient funds to manage and look after the asset, in perpetuity. For this. So I think, for me, I'd be happy to go with 50, just based on the figures and things that we've got here.
Where I'm at is I'd like to see spend a little bit more. I'd like to see maybe a figure of around 75,000, which gives a chance for 2 or 3 people to have some proper decent projects with it. And I would like to also look at ensuring that the insurance claim money is spent, but there is money also from, while there is available funds, spent on anything that is identified at the house for upkeep and maintenance that maybe
I agree. I mean, the house was gone into a very bad state of repair, as we know, a few years ago, so bad that they wanted to sell it.
But that's all we've already.
Now, there's not very much being spent on maintenance of the property.
We're reviewing that when we go and visit the site.
Yeah,
So
okay.
we can't really want it any further.
No, but it shouldn't really be up to us. We've got, what, $6,000 a year for people to manage this asset.
Yeah.
Overheads, do they not have have some sort of plan for maintenance?
Well, there is a fund,
And there is maintenance, that's what's happening in the.
but you don't know what the plan is going to be, what breaks that. So you're going to break a door, that's not anything, it's under
No,
maintenance.
but you should have a maintenance program where every so many years you repaint or you redecorate or you replace something. You know, it just seems you have one broken door in 6 months.
I think it's fair to say that doesn't exist.
Doesn't exist. So
No, no.
management.
I would prefer to see things, not like, I mean, I understand what you're saying, definitely things like painting and things can be planned, but you don't want to be replacing things that don't need replacing.
Should be some sort of
Plan.
maintenance.
Yeah, something that you go through and check and tick and say these things are done.
Good here, maybe a list of.
Like a tenancy.
Yeah.
I mean, look at the laundry was pretty.
Can I just nominate that perhaps when we've done our inspection, we can really look at what we
Look
should
at
do.
that another time. Yeah, okay.
So let's just park that for the.
Okay. So for the answer to this question, I'd like to distribute funds up to 70, and we're going to give it all out
Karen,
to a maximum of $35,000.
I'd be quite happy with about 100,000. If somebody's got a really good project, why not? We don't have to give it, we don't have to allocate it.
And the
I
thing,
have to understand, if somebody's got a really good project, we can only go to 25.
Mhm.
If we go above that.
Sorry.
For approval.
I suppose so, each one.
and they have to be quite specific to sports fields and
Yeah, so.
Is that this building project did not actually meet that criteria, and yet, I know that's a start.
That's a start and we're working from now, so.
That's right.
So what we're saying is you've got
But true.
50, you've got 50, 100,000 75,000.
I'm 50.
I tend to agree with the 50K because of what we've got. Now, I wonder, do we have to nominate this figure? Can we say a figure between 50 and 75?
You could say to a maximum of,
Could we say, would you be happy to say we do a maximum of 75?
maybe sit at 50,000 if
But
and we'll only
do
get
you
good
have a
projects.
to keep it below 50?
No,
I'm not a big fan of
little that, yeah.
you know, sorry, he's working in banking. I'm just not a big fan of, you know, and with everything else, I just, the reality is we make the decision on how much it is and it can't,
So through the chair, can I suggest that we go to the 50,000, which everyone seems more comfortable with this time? But if we get some really good projects on our table, we look at a second funding round.
yes,
In the second.
Yeah.
Maybe 3 months' time. Or so.
Yeah, if it's,
If it comes to our
Funding round coming up.
yeah,
but is it for the year?
It's that.
we don't have to pay.
It's, yeah,
It doesn't have to be.
It doesn't matter, this goes from the quarter on every year, so we have to look at it. If we have a big accident there that causes something, correct,
Yeah.
we need to keep that contingency there, so.
I think if we go with the thing that if we do get some really good projects that we think we really would like to fund, we could look again at perhaps a second allocation
I'm
later
happy
on.
to do that, I'm happy to keep that in
Yeah.
the conversation.
We don't need to have that, you know,
I'm a bit concerned at the criteria is quite narrow. And although I don't want to keep repeating myself, there has been some ability to discretion in the past.
Well, this is what Angela's proposed, but we're not putting this as a criminality in this one. What we're saying, we're probably going to agree on 50K sum, but in the future, if something comes up that is valid, we will
nothing's stopping
certainly
it.
make.
Money was going to go for the benefit of sports.
children of Martinborough.
Thing is, it's not to be left in the bank forever.
It's the Martinborough community. Yes, I understand that, but we're also supporting a farm, a
It's,
cottage, a homestead.
and
Allocation of the year.
And that's what we're going to do with the inspection.
some money might be going there.
So,
Yeah.
if we go around the room, can I just ask, please, can I have a final statement that you were 50?
yeah, I would move
I'd
50.
like to move 50K for
So
for the amount.
We have a proposal to have an amount of $50,000. Do I have a seconder?
I'd second that.
That's what it would. So can we have a vote? All in favour, say aye.
Right.
Aye.
All those against? So the motion is carried. So we've got a 50K sum. All right, and do we need to also confirm that, are we doing this on the 20th of March?
So 3 years you open.
Oh.
Yes. So the community board resolves to open the community board grant fund application process, which closes on the 7th of April to be decided in the first meeting. So that's back another meeting.
Mhm.
And B, to open a contestable grant round for the paying state grants closing on 22nd of May for decision on 12th of June meeting.
Sorry, so what have been the original funding that was
20,
on the calendar that's 28th February?
28th of February.
We don't have time to do that. Today is the third.
Got no air.
But it's been out there for ages, it's been on the calendar for a while. Everybody knew the day. Everybody knew the day.
Everybody knew the date. I've got
They just got to come today and they're sending me, they're putting a reminder out that it's due in 2 weeks.
It appears that we've made an error in not providing the proper thing.
So what is the time frame now again?
So this,
Wait, if
I've told people to get their.
it's there and it's advertised,
Is it advertised?
doesn't that meet the criteria
Advertised where?
It's
on the council website?
It's on the calendar.
So that-
That's what I've been telling everyone.
I've been telling people too, to
Sorry.
application by the 28th of February. 2 weeks' time, it's not tomorrow. I mean, why does it take so long?
Hang on.
It's double checked, so that-
Because that was what my understanding was too, was it was for the grant funding was to be considered in March. I thought we were considering that one in March and
On the websites, on the grants calendar, so the mark of hearing board applications are due on the 28th.
February, yes.
for Afghanistan.
No.
for community grants.
Community grants, but
There's no mention of the Payne Estate.
No,
That's right. The Payne Estate one was the one that we needed to make a resolution about.
Just place two with the word you could pay the statement.
So what's that,
So let's keep it at the 28th of February and see what comes in. If it's really, people haven't any reason to see it, but I did ask for a push out, and Imogen said she will do one and send it through to your Facebook page. So a reminder that the application is done.
Festival grant and for the Payne Estate grants closing on 22nd of May for decision purposes.
Yes.
it's all right.
Yeah.
We're still going to pay for those.
Yeah,
And at the 20th.
Yeah, so the other one will be done on the 20th of March meeting.
next meeting.
We consider it our next meeting.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah, we'll be considering them.
Thanks for the community grant.
Tied up, but that's what we've got coming up. This one's just been pushed back.
Well,
Yeah.
Next one.
June.
The Payne Estate one is.
it's been separated out. So, yeah.
Understand.
We happy with that?
Yes.
So do we need to read through the new?
Yes.
ones? So if I read the first one, the Martinborough Community Board resolved to set the total amount of 50K Payne Estate funding rounds for June 30th. We're happy?
Okay.
Okay, so now,
Wait,
No, sorry,
No.
no.
12th of June. 12th.
So that's, sorry, through you two, that's the funding was to the end of the year.
Financial year.
This is, so that's.
Oh, okay, and that's when.
Sorry, okay.
Yeah.
two.
Okay, 30th of June.
To open it.
Right, got you.
Two, that Martinborough Community Board resolved to open a festival grant round for Payne Estate grants closing on 22nd of May, which was decision at the 12th week meeting. That meeting hasn't changed, that's.
Yeah, that's the same.
everybody happy?
Yeah.
Yes.
The third item to that, the Community Board distribute funds in accordance with the deed.
Yeah, that's.
Yeah, there's some distribution policy.
Yeah, that's good, that's standard.
Okay,
So because you only resolved the first one, so there was a Mel and that was carried. Is that the same thing, three? Are you moving all three as one? Are you moving all three as one?
Sure.
Okay, good.
Now, are you seconding all three?
Yeah, I'll second all three.
Oh, fabulous. Is it
Not
all
as
three?
they, not as they're written there, but yeah.
All those in favour? Thank you. Unanimous.
anybody against? Okay. So now, we've got to be conscious of time.
Yeah.
Now just going to the chair's report. Now, these were open items for discussion. If I can put them in some meets. Payment statement is always an open item. on the agenda.
Yeah.
So if there's any issues you must be raised, we'll be raising. For the pump track, I think we have council now got control of the pump track.
Yeah.
There is a plan underway for planting, so I suggest we wait to see what that is before we even get a discussion.
Yeah.
Unless somebody has
It's not mine
issues.
again, isn't it? Yeah.
But general observations are the pump track has been working very well.
Oh, so popular.
Very happy with it. So I think from that point of view, we're pretty much set. It's doing us right.
Fantastic
Yeah,
assets, the town, yeah.
I've only had one whisper of a little bit of problems happening, and so apparently some of the parents now have got together, they've got a little Facebook thing. So there's always a parent that goes down with the kids.
Oh, yeah, great.
Good.
That's a good idea. That's a good idea, especially for peace of mind.
So peace of mind.
Yeah.
So
Nice solution.
the third item is meetings. Now, I sent you today. Did everybody receive that?
No. Oh, but that's because I haven't had a chance to look at them yet.
You'll see, this is what I've suggested through. What we're planning to limit our activities in terms of meetings, that we have a meeting at least 2 weeks prior to our community board. meeting
Informal gets.
To formally set.
They're not meetings.
Well, informal meetings. So we have an informal get together to discuss what we're putting through in the chair's report.
Oh, okay, yeah.
We have the chair's report, we have the meeting proper. Then the week after, we have a follow-up meeting, a follow-up informal meeting to decide that we've got actions underway and who's doing it. And that goes for every meeting. Now, that I've set a timetable currently, but it is floating. So the time of day, the day can be, but you're trying to keep it within the week that we've set, if that's possible. And we're prepared to be, and I'll maintain this all the way through, that we just shift it, that's really it. But there is an email that went out today with this in it, and just maintain it. Is that all right?
Are those on silence?
No, it's all right. You vibrated. So are you happy with that at the moment?
Yeah.
I work during the day, and so,
I expect.
but I'm happy to receive any information from these, from the meetings. If there's any other information that you need, please do reach out. I'm more than happy to.
For you and Aidan,
Put on.
we're very conscious of the fact that we now keep minutes from those informal meetings, and we'll get fed with those as soon as they're complete.
Yeah. Oh, it's more about just making sure that anything that's on somebody's plate, you know, is manageable and moving.
Yeah,
Everything moving along and keeping track of it, helping one another.
can't do it.
It's a,
Dividing up who goes to the container openings.
yeah,
I'll do Lake Ferry and Stumbleton that way. So when they,
oh, okay,
they share them out between us.
okay.
So also, Angela and I were the only two that turned up to a pre-meeting.
Yeah.
So we took it upon ourselves to go and have a chat with Paul.
Yeah, I did give my apologies,
No,
sorry.
that's right. It's not meant to be pointed at anything. We just,
Yeah.
so we took it amongst ourselves. I've sent a note out to what we discussed with Paul, so you
Yeah.
should see that in an email today.
Yeah,
Paul's come back and said things are underway already, which is very positive. And what we did, one of the questions we did put to Paul was, how can we better operate as a community board in line with what council are doing? Because we think we can be a good mouthpiece for council in certain instances, and vice versa. So we've just left that as an open discussion of how we can improve our function as we do. So have a look at the email sent to Paul, but Paul's come back and he's already getting things underway. So that was a very positive meeting.
right.
Angela, do you have anything you want to put to that?
No, I think it, as you said, it was very positive. It was, apart from, you know, a few things we sort of talked about, collaborations and things that are coming up that we're working with different members of the council as well to keep them informed of stuff happening, which is really exciting.
Yeah.
So, sorry.
I understood that meeting with Paul was something that you decided to do. It wasn't just because the other two of us didn't make.
No, that was.
It was a meeting, it was,
It was always just going to be the two of you.
it was meeting up at the two of us, but we wanted everybody to have
We didn't make it to the,
We sent out and said, yeah.
to the catch up before they met.
I don't know what.
Oh, no, we got them sent out.
You haven't listed the topics.
Oh, that's.
Yeah.
What's going on the table?
Yeah.
Okay, so Paul is replying.
Paul is,
Will he reply?
he's already come back saying he's talked to ex-people in the community, in the council to get things underway. And so, now look, these are what we plan to have as a regular update with Paul to make sure that we're still keeping to the.
One of the discussions was the role of the community boards going forward, just whether we have a little bit more thought about what that role was, how tying in the roles of the community boards across the three community boards, because we are slightly different, but on some things we could work more uniformly. For example, flags or emergency response, there could be similar patterns of events where we can make sure we filter around each other to service the district, working with Nigel and making sure that, yeah, it all fits together. So we don't.
I would definitely like to say and acknowledge that all of the community resilience things, and we've had multiple now here in Martinborough, have been offered to the other community boards and councillors to attend. So, you know, that invitation has gone out. So when they're talking about working collaboratively, we're already trying.
Exactly.
We're putting it out there. We're not a closed off, you know, but we need a horse to water, but yeah.
Let's just go back, I've got to put you on the spot.
Yeah.
With the flags, is there somewhere we can get some collaboration so that the flag here for an event in South Wairarapa gets put up here and the same one goes in Featherston?
I have a flag report coming.
Sorry, and yeah.
I'm just asking to see there.
Yeah.
Flags have got nothing to do.
Nothing to it.
Yeah, flags are, yeah.
Flags are road.
So,
You involved this item.
we have arranged 2 workshops on the 19th
Yes.
to brief the community boards on the LTP consultation document and the local water's done well as far as we can.
So far, I don't think we've got a lot of response.
Is it
Oh,
the March? Is
Yeah,
it?
February.
no, February, next Wednesday. Sorry, I've got it in my diary.
One in the morning, to 6:30 in the evening.
Oh, I've got them up to 12.
You have.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I'm not sure that anyone else.
Yeah, I have every intention of being there.
Okay, so let's just get to the meeting, even if
Yeah.
maybe to keep it a little bit.
I've got it, it's in my diary, so, you know, if as long as it's in my diary, it happens.
We need to know whether you're coming or not, because if we're not getting the attendance, we'll cancel meetings.
Oh, okay. Yes, I'm coming.
So just respond to me.
What's that for?
You're coming.
Yeah, yes, I'm coming.
What's on that for?
The LTP council workshop on Wednesday.
Minded today.
It's Wednesday.
Virgie, I know that you don't want to talk about the accident on the road today, but I went up there and I've already
Let me
been
finish this meeting first.
radio there with it. Jennifer's there. There's a lot of interest in that. Will the council be making some sort of comment about it? No.
Not at the moment. Not at the moment. It's still under investigation.
Still under
We have to wait.
Let's just wait this one.
We have to wait.
There's too much the police have got to do before.
I understand that on the
Oh.
specific event that
There's
happened.
no
I
point.
do understand.
Right, so having moved from that,
Just before we move off that, I just want to reiterate, we, at the council table, I think Pip will back me up on this, there's a real desire to have community board support those conversations, because you have your own networks that maybe the councils don't. So
Yeah.
having those workshops and actually understanding the questions that we're asking and why. And
That's really important, yeah.
World kind of paradigm that we're moving into would be really useful.
Oh, I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah.
Actually, because there's been a lot of discussions we're excluded from.
Surely.
And so if whether we do have things that we need to see move, like, you know, so we want to ensure we're at the table, you know, hearing, getting the information. Yeah.
So, Andrew, sorry, still. We have Andrew's report. Do we need to?
I move to accept Angela's report.
And I'll second it.
Okay.
Okay, so Angela, I'll pass on to you.
But basically, there's just,
This is item 12, by the way, it's on page 34.
there's just two parts to the report, so I'll do the flags first, which is actually the second part, just because it's the easiest part. So, at Christmas, we put the Happy Holiday flags. We replaced 8 last year. When we put them up, as everyone will say, the 4 old ones from last year looked absolutely horrendous because they'd faded so much. Make sure we didn't put them on the same street. So, we now would like to check if we can have the 4 new Happy Holidays flags to be replaced. They're just really faded. The flags, the old flags are going to Shirley. She's making bunting to use for community events from our old flags. So we'll be able to.
Oh, that's nice. Yeah, that's awesome.
The new ones can be used as weed map, but the older ones couldn't be. So I thought it was a good use.
Yeah, I saw that they've moved to fully.
So one thought for is I did tell him our meeting was in February, and so it had to be something that stayed a bit longer. He's booked. And I said to make sure I included everything, because last time we had a little bit missing of it. So you can see it's a total of $438.15. And I know it's not for the end of the year, but I thought it was actually really good. So the resolution would be to approve the purchase of 4 new flags set at a cost of $438.15.
The GI last one is, I put it up to 450, just in case there's any
Yeah,
change,
good idea.
so we don't get caught out again.
Yeah, perfect.
So you happy with that?
Approve up to $450 for the purchase of 4 flags.
It's not spent.
Yeah, perfect.
So that's the
And
everybody.
Yep, yes.
Second it.
Yeah, I'll second that.
You think have a vote, do you all in favour?
the George Payne Taonga exhibition that you've been talking to Aratoi about,
Operation things.
that's very,
So, yeah, so what's happening with that, let's go slightly off that. Joint paint on exhibition is coming in October 2025 to Aratoy.
Mhm.
This was a request I made to them last year when I saw it was in Wellington. I said, could we bring it to the Wairarapa? And they were happy to do so. Has to be through Aratoy because we don't have a regional museum. Aratoy is our regional museum. We cannot use Martinborough Museum. Met with Sarah. We're going to maximise support. We're going to get some storytelling. We're thinking of perhaps a fundraiser at the museum at the golf club. Because of course the golf course used to be on George Farm.
Yep.
The golf club has moved, so it's got a little bit of a link there.
Yeah, nice.
So that will tie in. I've been speaking to the Welcome and Communities Officer, and we're looking for a link to Featherstone. He used to be on the Featherstone County Board, so we've got a link to Featherstone, and Greytown we've got a link to the art gallery there. So we're trying to make sure all our towns will be included, and George Bain's story will be here.
Beautiful. So the whole council. That's
And
The museum though would be cobblestone.
so there'll be more coming on that as we get more added to it.
maybe there's not enough room.
Is there not enough room at Cobblestone's Museum in Greytown for?
They can't have
Oh.
the exhibition there because it's got to go through an affiliated museum and cobblestones.
Oh, okay.
So only once. So they're using local artists. Wairarapa artists will be depicting the tonga.
Yeah.
Other artists will be seen there, so they connect to each piece or what they link to. They then depict in art form as well. So there's a real lot of work goes into it. So, and as I find out more, I'll fully will in on.
Yeah, I love it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just keep us up.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
It's
I think it's wonderful.
it's just
I've got Carla.
Oh, absolutely. We've got the opening. I'm thinking of seeing if they want. I've said Sarah to want me, would like him, to get involved with the opening of it. And there'll definitely be definitely things that we'll be doing because it runs from October through to April. So when it's nice big time on it. So phosphorus and snacks training. So I'm trying to make sure all these things are actions.
Yeah.
The second thing on the members' report, which it needs to get a resolution for, is
The AED.
is the AED. So new AED going into to cover the pool, the pump track, the park and the campground.
Yeah,
We were
great.
successful getting funding from Wellington Free Ambulance, went to the Wellbeing Fund. They were a little bit short, so top 10 holiday parks said straight away we'll pay the balance.
Awesome.
Connor said I will donate the wood. I just told them I've just been in the meeting with Wellington Free. I'll donate the timber. Dean de Burner constructed it and the landscaper Pete is going to put it in place.
Yay.
Community event. So to promote awareness, I came up with the fascinating idea of going on a heartbeat walk. We're going to, as part of the Wairarapa Walking Festival, a proposal has gone in to submit a walk as part of it, which will cover at least 10 round kilometres in town. It takes 6 kilometres, and we will finish off in the supper room that's booked. And we're having a red flame, and we're going to have a little bit of talk from Wellington Free Ambulance beforehand if people want to donate to them. And it's a Friday walking group with extras involved. So there'll be a march around town, pointing out where the defibrillators actually are. And we're looking at we'll get involved with that as well, as in
Right.
to do some training for the kids and knowing how to access the defibrillators, what you do in an emergency and things. Yeah, so great.
And I'm just wondering though, if you've got here that it's $150 for morning tea and mat printing, and I'm just wondering if that's going to be sufficient.
The Martinborough Community Tea Room set off to supply tea and coffee and go to
So it'll literally just be for the ingredients to make pikelets.
we're eating the heart-shaped cake for heart-shaped cookies,
Oh, nice.
and they're going to be made by someone local or donate someone something.
Oh, great.
So we've got actually a lot of generous things.
Yeah.
So again, this is after this training finishes because it's not till November, and I think the date is the second Friday in November, which will come through. But it's got to be approved by a Wairarapa Walking Festival Committee. A meeting that was supposed to meet now, but the meeting in March.
So we're just wanting to put this aside, so that way it will be, but just in case, so we'll know at the next meeting?
Yeah.
Okay,
So we can
okay, perfect. So just,
to hold money for that, but we will still get whatever.
I was just about to spend that $150.
Whatever happens, we will still do the walk. It's whether it's part of the Wairarapa Walking Festival, or it's an independent thing.
Yeah, absolutely. I can see lots of people wanting to do this.
And we'll still do the maps and we'll deliver them around town and get.
Yeah.
So, are you proposing?
So I'd like to propose that we set aside an amount of up to $150 for printing of maps to to highlight the AED locations and to cover the cost of a morning tea to launch the map and.
We have a second.
I'll second that.
Okay, second.
Love it.
All agree?
Aye.
Any against?
No. Yeah, bet against Angela.
The only thing we didn't agree on was the money set aside for the sausages for the meeting at the.
sausages. And then we can agree with
We
that.
didn't have a discussion, but
Yeah.
Supposed to come on. If we've got money set aside for the sausages, what was outside here, which was up to $100, and we haven't used it all, can we move that gets transferred to use it before?
I can't see why not. We formally have.
It's still the sausages.
It's all for sausages, and because that meeting that's on the 7th of March, so it's before our next meeting.
That's one of our committees.
Before our next meeting. Is it, oh, so that's the, and the pool still be open?
I think I only just came up with a bit.
No, she's talking about the sausages or.
I claimed $45.13.
That was our last meet the community.
Yeah, so and
Yeah.
it's the sausages, so it was $45.13.
This was another version of the same thing.
But it's.
We're gonna need
it's,
one more
the
sausages.
connecting families and everything from the pool and the pump track.
Chance to talk about, there was talk about what to do with the
Yeah,
pool fund at one point.
Yeah.
Just ideas.
Where's that come from?
It isn't.
Ask questions?
Actually, that's a new resolution then.
I can retrospectively do it. I'll pay for it and I can claim it back, provide you a resolution at the next meeting when we talk about it.
One here.
No,
we haven't closed.
I thought we'd done.
claimed $45, but there was $100 set aside and I haven't used $100.
Okay,
So what you'd like us to do now before we close the meeting is that we say that we'd like the
Remaining sausage monies to be spent on.
more sausages.
The event at the pool.
Mm.
So you've got the money already?
I assume, I don't know if I've got that or not. I think I have. I've never looked at one place.
Oh, dear.
Not been foreshadowed, but.
I can always leave it and I'll just.
No.
This meeting is worse.
Yeah, we'll do it now, we'll do it now.
So it's, yes, we've
Just put it in as an amendment, Robin, that,
yeah,
that the board resolves to transfer
Remaining.
$5 from the community board sausage sizzle in December to the
Such as all in March.
community board event at the track.
And pools.
I know why this.
Well, it's supposed to open on the 7th of March.
Just to discuss under the item on your chairperson's report.
So
On it, a request to support and the amount. On your chairperson's report, there was an article on engagement.
well, he missed it, but we've got it now.
And that's what the engagement opportunity is, and that's when I was actually going to request it.
Right.
Okay, does that make
So
sense?
this is an amendment. We need a move and a second for the amendment.
Yeah, I actually move for that amendment to be made. Because the pool,
So the request was going to be for $150 to be set aside for sausages and refreshments. If it's hot, we'd offer hot bottled water and ice blocks. You say, so I was going to say more than 50, but if I say more than. But that's why, because it wasn't mentioned, because we were talking about engagement opportunities. And that was when it was there, and I even put it on.
So we're putting it on into the amendment.
Amendment's fine.
but not the 100 and, so
Yeah.
just the 55
Transfer the 55 and add 100 to it. Or
and add 100 to it.
is that what you want to do?
Or is that too much, or just another 50
So a maximum of.
of 100, yeah, of another $100 towards the event on the 7th of March.
Because we've got some free squirters to give away and some little swim bags, a box of them
100.
that I've got as well, and we thought we'd use those then.
What are they?
We still have.
Those full squirty things, no, like little mini squirty things.
Oh, yes.
Like a mover,
Modern version.
Yes,
second that.
Second version.
I'd like to second that.
Oh,
Yeah,
Storm.
that's Storm was in that. All those in favour?
Say aye.
Against? Good.
Carried.
Done.
So you can close your meeting, because we didn't do under engagement. Second item was, at the Easter market, I've got a stand booked in at the Easter market to talk about, to meet, an opportunity to meet the community board. And also,
Easter market.
What's for Easter market?
Don't even know what it is.
I don't know.
it's been here for the last 5 years and still there.
Oh, in
It's
the,
not normally here.
Easter community market.
Is it just the, you mean the normal community market they run,
They
but
run,
at
yeah.
Easter time?
But it's an Easter egg.
It's an Easter, okay, okay.
And we're going to come along, we've got a stall, and welcoming communities from council have also got a stall near us, and we're going to do a little bit of meet and greet and. And did you know this is the building to people? Even if-
Awesome.
Even if it's, they need to know where your emergency hub is if they come.
That's right, they could need it.
So that was all. the-
So did you confirm, has everyone sent information for the workshops on Wednesday? Did you send your confirmation?
No, because I've got to find the,
Paul, it's from Paul Gardner. Okay, sent 9:22 a.m. today.
You got the day. We closed the meeting.
Sent it at 9:22 a.m. today.
Discussing one. We got a finish for the Caribbean?
Yes.
You want to finish? with the Caribbean?
Yes, sir.
Is it-
do you want to,
I've finished.
Yep.
Is there a item that you want to move again?
no. Kua mutu a mātou mahi, mō tēnei wā, manakitia mai mātou katoa, o mātou hoa, o mātou whānau, ai o ki te aorangi. Our work is finished for the moment, blessing upon us all, our friends, our family, and peace to the universe.
Can I say, it's not even the one.
Whoa.